It does feel good to take a break from Africa for a bit. I love the food, love the weather, the people, but all that begging, man, everywhere you go, somebody trying to scam you. Women ain't got no money. I mean, some of them do, but the majority of them don't have no money. Every now and then they trying to hit you with a okie doke and try to get $60 here, $60 there. You need to pay for their Uber. Africa is not as cheap as it seems. Once you start living there, you start actually seeing it's really not that cheap, especially if you're gonna be single. It's not cheap at all, so it feels good to take a break for my bank account to take a break too.
Hello everybody, welcome once again to Afripost. I'm happy that you're joining us today, and if you're watching us for the first time, please take a second or two to subscribe to this channel because we have great content for you here. Now, I've been talking to you about coming to visit Africa, and for specifically African Americans who would want to come and visit Africa. I've been making this call that Africa is the place to be because of the many great things that we offer here. The natural resources that we have, the beautiful sceneries, the happy and good, rich cultural activities that we have here. They are very entertaining, and I believe that if any African American or anybody who is a fan of traveling gets to this continent, he will have a great time and enjoy many things. But then there are those who have come to Africa, those Black Americans who have come to Africa, and many are documenting their experiences in this continent. While some are good, others are quite despicable. So there is this traveler, Austin Holman, who also has a YouTube channel. He's been talking about his African experience, especially when it went to Kenya. Austin talks about African ladies wanting to scam any tourist that comes around. I want you to take a listen to his experience. First, when he came and the girl that he met, and then again at the end of the day, his experience after having that encounter with many different ladies in Kenya. Take a listen.
All right, you guys, currently in Nairobi. I'm not gonna say the other part. So Miss Crystal here, you saw how she looked at me. Miss Crystal here has a confession that she wants to make. She wants to explain why she was never in any more of the videos.
Oh, because Austin cut me off.
It's fake news and it's propaganda. So what was it
Oh,
again?
you didn't cut me off?
No, you cut me off. You told me to
Okay,
enjoy
we
the rest of
cut
my
each
trip.
other off
Oh,
because of a small issue that we're gonna talk about.
it was actually her fault, not mine. But
I feel like it was a two-way thing.
it was partially
Yeah.
your fault as well, but it wasn't my fault at all.
Okay, for the first
Because
time.
I was trying to be helpful, and then she told me to enjoy the rest of my trip in Nairobi and not to talk to her anymore.
But I told you after
Told me what?
to enjoy your trip in Nairobi.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, Austin and I stopped talking because we had a small fight that we're gonna talk about maybe later. Do you wanna talk about it now?
You can give him a sample.
Okay, we had a small fight in the club. That's it. I don't wanna
Really?
give too much information. Yeah.
Yeah, she gonna get me put in jail.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you guys seen it. Now she want to go get shisha, so we're gonna go there next. But you see, apparently the fight don't matter now.
No more fights.
Right, only love.
Yes, sir. That bad.
She learned that part from me.
Exactly.
It does feel good to take a break from Africa for a bit. I love the food, love the weather, the people, but all that begging, man, everywhere you go, somebody trying to scam you. Women ain't got no money. I mean, some of them do, but the majority of them don't have no money. Every now and then they trying to hit you with a okie doke and try to get $60 here, $60 there. You need to pay for their Uber. Africa is not as cheap as it seems. Once you start living there, you start actually seeing it's really not that cheap, especially if you're gonna be single. It's not cheap at all, so it feels good to take a break for my bank account to take a break too.
Now, you've heard what Austin Holman is kind of saying, that everybody around is trying to scam you. Ladies all over are trying to take advantage of you. But this is something that is questionable because I was talking to one of my friends who told me that that is an experience that you'd find everywhere. If you go to any country and you expose yourself to situations whereby you'll be meeting ladies, like let's say strip clubs, let's say you go to pubs and have some nice drinks, you go to the beaches and you are there for like enjoying yourself. You will automatically meet people who are there, and ladies are always there to give you some good time. So if you want to have some good time with a lady, automatically at some point you are going to foot some bills. So this is something that I do not think that it's only in Africa, or it is something that is just in the context of Kenya, as Holman was trying to say. And then again, he was trying to say that Africa is not cheap as you think, because once you get here, you will know that there are certain things that you must spend on. But then for me, I believe that Africa is significantly cheap, because look at the currencies. If you look at the dollar and let's say Kenya shillings, because it was in Kenya, right now $1 is close to 152 Kenya shillings. And therefore it means that you are going to have more. If you convert it to Kenyan shilling, you are going to have more and you can purchase a lot of things here. It only depends on the kind of places you choose. There are high-end places. If you want to have the best of life, you must go and pay high, because also these hoteliers, they target high-end visitors who want to pay in dollars to come and enjoy such kind of lives. But if you go to other places who are kind of average and also good, it's not like they are not good, but the kind of life you're going to have is kind of cheap and very simple. I would also challenge that if you come to Africa, do not just specialize in going to high-end hotels. I believe that Africa is about culture. Africa is about living that rural life and its experience. Come and experience our rural life. When you go to the rural areas, I can assure you, you will spend very less and you will have the best of experiences, because that is where the real hot pot of culture is hidden. Go there and look at the beautiful sceneries that we have. Go to our national parks, have some experience there. It's not about just coming and then having a night party, having a party life here. You might end up spending more, because those who you go and meet in these nightclubs or even in these strip clubs, they are going to be ladies who want that dollar. And when they see you there, they will say that this is an African American who has just visited. Let's have some time and enjoy ourselves with him. So automatically, you will end up paying more. But for me, I would advise Austin Holman, please come back to Africa. But this time, try experiencing that rural life. Go down in the rural areas and tell us what your experience will be when you come again. I advocate for coming to Africa. And if they are trying to say that Africa is very expensive and Africa, people are scamming you from left, right, and center, everywhere there are scammers. You cannot tell me that in the United States there are no scammers. People around all over, they want to scam you. They want to take advantage of you. You must also be street smart. So it's not just in Africa that you'd find someone wanting to get that your money through some cheeky means. But I believe that globally, in every country, there are people who obtain money through these means. So that is something that I must state for you to get some experience out of it. Next time, if Austin is coming to Africa, let him visit the rural areas and let him not concentrate specifically on that club life, because there you will have to spend more and people will have to find a way of getting something from you. So that is it for me. I hope if you are somebody who is interested in Africa and wants to come and visit Africa, please come. Don't shy away. Africa is cheap. At this festive season, please don't shy away from getting that your ticket and come to visit Africa. And please, not only Kenya, we have Rwanda. In fact, Rwanda has said that they are going to be visa-free for Africans and many other countries. You are not going to pay a dime to get in this country. So take your time, go and see the chimpanzees, the baboons, and everything that is hidden in that country. Go to Ghana, go and see the Cape Coast Castle, Go and see the Elimina castles. Look at how slaves were treated. So that is something that I must talk about. So I still make my call. Come to Africa, let's engage and let's enjoy your company. Thank you, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Hit that like button for the video, and let's meet in our next video. Bye bye. May God bless you.